This is another one that I used to watch a lot when I was younger, and this is Disorderlies, the Fat Boys. It has this guy in it. I can't even think of his name. I sure probably couldn't even tell you what it was, but the older guy that's in this, he's the one that was in Trading Places, and he actually played that same character in Coming to America for just a split second as a cameo, but he was kind of a funny actor. And this is actually a really good, like, just kind of an 80s kind of movie. I think that came out probably around 89, 87. But it has a very unique 80s feel to it that, you know, is near and dear to my heart. The next three movies I'll just talk about together because I kind of bought them together. This is Night Riders, Martin, and The Crazies. I bought these three movies after the re-release of The Crazies. I haven't got a chance to sit down and actually watch these. It took a while for them to come in, and since then I've kind of got sidetracked. But these three movies here are all older George Romero movies. The remake of the Crazies actually got me thinking. You know, I want to go back and check out some of George Romero's lesser-known movies, things that I hadn't seen that he had done. You know, and these are the three that I found. There's obviously more than that, and you'll just have to ignore that sound. That's my dryer. But yeah, I haven't seen those yet. I heard this version of The Crazies isn't great, but it's probably better than the one that just got re-released. A lot of people don't like that one. I don't know. This movie gets talked about a lot because it's kind of a psychological version of a vampire movie, and then this one is kind of like in the future with motorcycles. I don't know. They're all kind of odd their own way, but they're George Romero. You got to support that. So. The next one I'll talk about is two box sets that I got that is a really good deal. These are called College Essentials. You may or may not be aware of these sets. They come out three movies to a box set, and they're usually really cheap. You can find them in the neighborhood of about 15 bucks, maybe a little bit less if you get lucky. This one was called Antisocial Studies 101, it's got an odd combination of movies. Believe me, but The Usual Suspects, Escape from New York, and Leaving Las Vegas. Three movies I really like all of them. And surprisingly, I don't have any of these. I have Leaving Las Vegas on Laserdisc, and I had Escape from New York on VHS, but I didn't have The Usual Suspects for whatever reason, so I'm very excited to get that. So, but yeah, these are called the College Essentials. You may be able to find them underneath that name, you may not. There's about 6 of these total, but these are the only 2 I've got. I haven't opened this one yet, but it's another set of 3 really good movies, and it's Hoosiers, Bull Durham, and Kingpin. I actually had Hoosiers on VHS also, and I've never owned Bull Durham, and I've never owned Kingpin. I like all these movies. So for sports movies, these are really good. Kind of a combination of over-the-top funny, you know, like funny serious and then serious, you know. There's a little bit of everything in there. Then the next thing I'll just jump into, oh, I totally forgot this, so if you're keeping track of my Blu-rays, I do have Sherlock Holmes. I saw it sitting here because I just wanted to say I haven't got a chance to see this yet. I want to watch it, believe me, I really do, and I have to wait. My girlfriend really wants to see it also, and she didn't want me to watch it without her, so that's one of those. It's kind of like The Men Who Stare at Goats. I have to wait for that. I get in trouble if I see that without her. Okay, I want to show you right now VHS. I just got 2. We'll go really quick. The Guardian. This is a movie that is available on DVD, but it's out of print and it's way too expensive unless I haven't looked it up recently. But I got this a while back. I ordered this, and it's one of the ones I was waiting for. Good movie. It's very dated. It's kind of like Hand That Rocks the Cradle, but with a supernatural twist. It's an odd movie that a lot of people probably haven't heard of. I watched this at the movie theaters when I was about 9th grade, something like that, and I really kind of thought it was pretty good. I just really wanted to watch it again, and I didn't want to pay like 50 bucks for a DVD for that movie. This is similar. This is Body Bags. I actually saw this when I was about like mid-90s, something like that, probably when it was about new. I want to say that I saw this about 95, and it looks like it came out about 93. But this was a movie that was done for, I think, Showtime, and it's an anthology done by John Carpenter. And this is one of those movies that it's out on DVD also, but it's really expensive because it's out of print. This is in full screen, but that's okay. The DVD's in full screen also, and I heard that these are both from the same print, so there's not a lot of cleanup for the DVD. The VHS looks about the same, you know. Of course, the widescreen part's the part that I would care about, and since this was made for Showtime, I believe that they originally may have shot this in widescreen, but they cut it to full screen or pan and scan for Showtime. So this movie really doesn't exist in a widescreen format that I'm aware of. So either way, that's not that big a deal to have in VHS, but this is a collection of 3 different stories I haven't seen in about 15 years. All I remember is there's one about a guy and his hair won't quit growing, and it's really weird. That's the one I remember, and I really want to see this again for that. But yeah, that's called Body Bags. Then I'll save one last thing at the end that's DVDs, but I'd like to show you these guys. I just got these Back to the Future, and I'll have to sit back a little bit. This is Back to the Future, the animated series, and if you saw my Teen Wolf, then you'll know that I must be on a Michael J. Fox inspired animated series kick, but this is Back to the Future, and there are 3 volumes to this, and this is volume 3. And this is volume 1, and then this is volume 2. So these 3 here, and it's you know, Michael J. Fox's character, and he's going in the future and going in the past, and they're doing certain things like solving mysteries, and it's kind of like Scooby-Doo meets Back to the Future, and they're, you know, fixing problems and things like that. Just, you know, what you typically expect. The gem to this series is that they've actually got, golly, I'll totally blank too. You can see that these are not rehearsed, and I don't edit. Anyway, the actor that plays Doc Brown, and I've totally blanked, I can't think of his name, actually does an intro on each of these. And it's actually him. It's kind of like a lead-in that he does as the character Doc Brown, the real actor. And when he does that part, that's probably the part that, if you're a Back to the Future fan, that you would really enjoy. The rest of this is probably kind of corny and cheesy, but the animation's very 80s. But that being said, this is the only way that you can get these in any kind of digital format, even if it ends up being translated to analog. The VHS came out, and this isn't the complete series or even a whole season. I want to say that this is about 12 episodes, and I think that this appears on maybe 6 VHS tapes, this same 6 that are here. But I got these all from the same guy. 2 of them are new and sealed. One of them has been opened, but it's still got the plastic on it. So that being said, this seemed like it was a pretty good deal. I got it for about $15 each, plus shipping, which wasn't too bad. If you know what Laserdiscs go for, especially ones that are hard to find, then you'll know that even way back in the day, those would have been more expensive than that brand new.